All right, I welcome you once more. I must repeat myself, I am not happy with your attendance to class. It shows a lot of things. It shows a lot of things that will still reveal themselves unless you change your ways. Unless you change your ways. And please, no, take back of it. Go that door for me, please. One problem this causes is that you enter class, you may even distract the lecturer when the class is going on, and you may even distract the students. And you won't even know where the lecture started from and the direction the lecture is going because you didn't come on time. Please, let's be punctual. Like I said, my name is Pharmacist Chetana Emmanuel, and I will start the journey of PTP 111 with you today. Introduction to Principles of Pharmacy Technician Practice. We'll start so that we'll be able to cover a lot within these 2 hours. I want to welcome you in a special way to the Department of Pharmacy Technician. You're welcome. Pharmacy is a noble profession. Pharmacy professionals are disciplined set of people. Disciplined and principled set of people. So if you live anyhow, better start adjusting. Because the health, the life of people are at stake, true of us. So you don't do things anyhow. Other health professionals, doctors, nurses, nobody is perfect. They can commit an error. It may affect one patient at a time. Are we together? One patient at a time. A nurse, a physician may commit an error. It will affect a patient at a time. But if a pharmacy technician commits an error, there is tendency for thousands, millions to be affected. Are you aware? Yes. Let's assume you are in a manufacturing outlet and you live anyhow, you do things anyhow. What you are told to add, you go and add another thing because you are not coordinated. What do you think will happen to people that will make use of that medicine? Before they realize where the error is coming from, thousands would have been affected. True of us. So you need to be organized and coordinated. Do things anyhow. If the lecture is 8, make it a point of duty that from today onward, I'll do things the way it should be done. If lecture is 8, make sure that you are here before 8. Sit down, settle down, prepare yourself, put yourself in the mood for that lecture. Go through your materials, organize yourself so that when the lecturer comes, you'll be able to follow. Prepare yourself ahead. Not when lecture is going on, you keep entering disorganized, scattered. You don't even know where to start from. You may even be sweating. No, that is not how things are done. We have been trained here to be pushed out, to be released, to not push out, to be released to the world, the larger world out there. So the earlier you start learning how to be disciplined, organize yourself. You have lectures by 8 a.m. Some will be online doing one nonsense or the other till 3 a.m. They will not go and sleep. only to wake up by 8, after 8, and start running helter skelter. No. So we'll come back, and the course is formal technician practice, right? So your punctuality in practice is also important. So it's part of the course I'm talking about now. It starts now. You want to practice well as a formal technician. It starts when? Now. Because what you do now on daily basis becomes your what? Habit. And the habit you cultivate and keep, showing becomes your what? Attitude. And your attitude over time is your character and defines who you are. There is no magic about that. So it starts now. If you want to practice well, start how you practice has a lot to do with how you take the program now. There's no two ways about that. You cannot. People don't turn into something else overnight. What you become, how you take the practice in the near future depends on how you take what is going on here. I'm not talking about being intelligent or not. That one is what? Natural. I'm communicating. I'm not talking about being intelligent. Being intelligent, we have different IQs, right? Intelligent quotient. That one is natural. You may be created with higher intelligent quotient than me. So that one is different. I'm not talking about being intelligent or not being intelligent. I'm talking about being disciplined, principled, committed to what you are doing. Of course, those that do well in my course, any course I handle, those that pass my course are not the most intelligent too. They are not the most intelligent, no. They are the people that are committed, disciplined and serious, listen to instructions. These are people that do well in my course. The highest of the highest IQ, they keep failing my course because they are not serious. They are not what? Serious. So please, if I give you exam questions or whatever question I give, I am infusing discipline in that question, but you may not know. So it's not just about doing anything you like and you think you can come and pass my course. It's not possible. You must be disciplined and committed. Be serious with what you are doing. If you are asked to do A the way you are asked to do it. Are we together? Please, I don't want what I put today again to happen. A lecturer should not be in the class before the student. It's wrong. It's very, very wrong. At least you should be in a class that latest at least 5 minutes to the same class, so you can be coordinated and follow and be able to do well in a lecture. Of course, preparation for class starts a night before the day. Hope you know. Are you aware? Preparation for a lecture, not just a lecture. Tomorrow's lecture start from as you go home now. You start preparing for tomorrow's class, starting from making sure that all your school uniform material are in order. Make sure that you go through the courses you have for that day, the ones you've done on that course and the one you will still do. Just go through it. Then if possible, try as much as possible to research on what the possible topics, potential topic, the topic you do for the next day, so that if you are in class you get prepared and follow. Then if you want to ask a question now, you see how constructive your question will be because you are focused. And there will be no room for distraction because you are in that class to find out what you did not understand previously or what you read about the topic you don't understand, because you are there for something. There's something, you are filled with something. There's no room for distraction. It's when you are empty, you are scattered, you came late, you are not following. That's when the next thing is noise, because empty drones makes the what? Largest, loudest what? Noise. It's when you are empty you start distracting, because what's going on in class you are not following. You start gisting. Someone that want to grab something, we be listening to the lecturer, trying to figure out what he's saying. True of us. It's when you don't even know where to start from, you start making noise. Please, I beg you in the name of God, please, I don't like what happened today. I am not in the habit of chasing students away, because I'll be like, if I chase you away now, what did I gain? Me that came here to teach you, I'm now chasing you away. At the end, then what did I achieve? But you cost it. Yes, it can be used as a way to discipline, to make you come to class earlier. But the set of students we have now, if you just you do in the name of the Father, in the name of the Patria, and they flee and disappear. Because the set of serious people we have these days, I don't know, unless you prove me wrong, but I'm telling you from statistics, there are a lot of change in attitude to study. Their mentality is to come and get a certificate and go and start working, not to come and acquire what? Knowledge. Because someone that actually came here to acquire knowledge will want to be in class before the lecturer comes in. It's those that are just come, they say that school fees is 500k. You pay anyhow. Let's just be doing kunja anyhow. At the end, after 3 years, give me the what? Certificate, let me go. That is the mentality of almost 90% of students we have today. Certificates, not the knowledge. So please, I don't be part of such category of what? Students. Good morning. Okay, so that's a way of introduction. As I said before now, this is Principles of Pharmacy Technician Practice PTP 111. Please, if you have not joined my WhatsApp group with your class, please try and join. Because if you don't join, you will not know what is going on. Okay, so we start. The course is a 2 credit unit course. How many of you were in this class here? Was it this class or upstairs? How many of you were in the class doing the orientation yesterday? The serious one will not be there, and they will become more confused. Yes. It starts from there. You become confused. You don't know what is going on. You are just there. Let just be. Oh yes, we are in school. Don't know what's going on in the school you are in. HOD called for orientation. I don't even think up to 60% came for that orientation. I don't think up to 60% came for that orientation. Those that came, you saw what I wrote on the board concerning the courses, their credit units, how to calculate your GDP and everything. You saw all those things, right? Yes. Okay. You saw all those things there. So, Pharmacy Technician Practice is one of the courses there you do, and you actually in your program for this. In this program, you do 2 courses, 2 Pharmacy Technician Practice courses. The first one you are doing now is PTP 111, Year 1 first semester. The next one you do is in your Year 3 final year second semester, PTP 312. Is that clear? So, this course will tell you, this is where you learn a lot of things concerning the practice. What you should do, and what you should not do.
I gave you one toaster yesterday.
Believe me, it seems to have it here. Excuse me, please. Oh, have I left that room? Wow.
Yeah, I'll come back.
I'm coming. Okay, see.
I'm the course rep.
Okay. Chat me up on WhatsApp. Okay, so sorry for that. Sorry about that. All right, so now So now we look at the PTP 111. So we'll start from the history of pharmacy. We'll start on history of pharmacy, then we'll go to what pharmacy is, who is a pharmacist, and who is a pharmacy technician. We'll keep going like that. Is that clear? So let's look at the history of what pharmacy, so that you appreciate what you are doing. Pharmacy, as I said before now, is a noble profession. It's not about money. Please, if you are here for money, if it's the reason why you want to study pharmacy technician is because of money, please go. Just go. Hello. Yes, if you are sole, listen carefully. If your sole purpose of being here is money, there are other things you can do. You make more money. True of us. Just simple makeup alone can give you money. Simple fashion design, right? Simple just can you do millions? True of us. Yes. And you do those training for like 6 months. True of us. And you start making money. So there are things you can do out there that will give you money. So if what motivated you to come here is money, I will advise you after this class, just go home. Don't come tomorrow. Just go and look for what to do to make money. Are we together? Yes, sir. So please, your reason for being here should be to save life. That should be your reason. Of course, where you work, you do what? You eat from it, right? Of course, money will come. But that should not be your what? Because you become frustrated. If after graduation, you're not seeing that money the way you wanted. You become frustrated. Or you start cutting corners. You start doing what? Cutting corners to make money. You start doing things that is against the ethics of the what? Profession. So as to do what? Make money. So please, money is good, but let it not be the reason why you are here. If you see someone that is in medical field, health profession, whose motivation is not money, the person makes a serious difference. Even you as a patient or as a client, if you see the person, you will know how the person handles cases. You will know that what pushes the person is not what? Money. Because he will try everything possible. Even in the hospital, if you see a medical doctor whose motivation is money, you will know. And if you encounter one whose motivation is not money, of course you will make money. But what I mean by motivation is that the sole reason, if your purpose is money, you can do anything, even against the what, just to make that money. You can even get product and change the expiry date to make money. True of us? Yes. You can be doing all sorts of things, doing abortion to make money, because your motive is what? Money. You can even steal. True of us? To make money. If they employ you in a place, if they close their eyes, you pack all their drugs and shift it somewhere because you want to make money. No. If a patient comes to you, if the patient is dying, you don't care. You will be billing the person what you bought 100 naira, because the person is somehow at your mercy. You keep billing the person just because you want to do what? Make money. So please, if your motive is money, please after this class, just go. In fact, if you come to me, sir, I'll tell you what you do to make money. More money, sir, and be happy. Okay? Yeah, so that not tomorrow when you see your mates making more money than you, you become frustrated. Look at me here. I'm a pharmacist, but I'm here. What drives me is to build people, is to train and build. Because if nobody is there to train and build, the profession will die. Natural what? Death. Yes. If there are no pharmacists to come here to teach and build new generations of pharmacists and pharmacy technicians, pharmacy profession will do what? Die. Because there will be no new pharmacist, pharmacy technician to continue the what? The profession. So my motivation is not money, because my colleague in other places are making more than I do, but I refuse. I say, this is where I want to be. Even before I entered pharmacy profession, it's not money, because there are things that are my mate that are into serious business, buying and selling, that are making millions. But I say no, it's pharmacy I want to do. That's motivation. But I'm not hungry. Am I communicating? I am not what? Hungry. I am okay, and I can never be hungry. Then if from the work of my hands and other things I'm doing, and God decides to bless me, I can still make such money. But I wouldn't want what to distract me from my purpose. So that's the point I'm trying to make by saying, if money is your motivation, go. What I'm saying now is also part of the word pharmacy technician word practice. Because if you have this foundation, it will not, you will not deviate from doing the right thing in practice. Are we together? Good. All right, so let's look at the history of pharmacy. Pharmacy is actually, as I don't take note in my class, I teach. Listen, okay? I don't call notes. Because if I call notes, that is not teaching now. Are we together? You will not learn if I call notes for you. But if you want notes, I'll just come here, open my material and start calling notes for you. After calling notes, I will go. Is that what you want? So listen, okay? Listen. You can jot. You can record my lectures. Feel free. Okay? Feel free. Record it. It will help you better, more. But I want you to listen. The way you're trying to copy notes, you are distracted, because I'm not calling it. I am only explaining. Is that clear? So listen. You can record if you want. Record it. If you go home, you can play it, and me say I record my own lecture, because me say I'm even scared of myself, because sometimes if I start teaching what I teach, sometimes me say I learn from what I teach. It shock you. I listen to my lectures too. Are we together? So what I'm saying is this: even if you cannot record, don't worry, I'll record it and post the link. But to save your data, record it if you can. I post my link to all my students after every lecture. Are we together? Yes, but if you can record it, wonderful. So after you get the course material when it's ready, are we together? Good. You follow. I was told how you get your material. Just that same principles is what I'm going to do. What? Follow. But the most important thing is that I want you to understand, because your understanding of any concept forms your residual knowledge. And residual knowledge, even if in 50 years' time they wake you up, you talk about it, because you have a good foundation on that particular word concept. So actually, pharmacy is as early as human beings. Are you aware? Pharmacy is as early as, in fact, you cannot say exactly when it started, because as early as human being, you can never talk about existence of human being. Please come and help me. Alright, thank you. So the hope you can hear me there. Good. So, just as food, the food we eat is as early as human existence, true of us, the same way, medicine, for pharmacy is as early as what? Human beings. Remember, during the time of creation, as recorded in the Holy Book, Bible precisely. Remember, they use the what? The plants as what? Food and what? Medicine. True of us, food and what? Medicine. As early as. In fact, God created everything. It's just that is when we human beings are discovering them. When we are able to discover one. So such discovery started from the right time of Adam. Is that clear? They keep discovering that this one can do this one can do that. So even though yes, the name was not pharmacy, but it talks about what? Using what? Herbs and the other natural things around to cure one ailment or the other. Even till today, herbs things, even till today. In fact, if you have some people, if you know those that are into all these herbs and sit down with them and discuss, you hear a lot from them. Some of them may be sleeping and dream about a herb they have never seen before, and they will go and identify it. Are we together? And they will go and identify it and use it for a particular ailment, and it works. So God has a way of revealing things to people. So this discovery is us human beings finding out what God has already created years. Some of this discovery can be natural, some can be what? Synthetic. Till today, God reveals things to people. There are some that are even into apart from herbs, other discoveries. There are some musicians that will be sleeping. In their dream, they will start singing a song, and they wake up singing that song, and they enter studio and do what? Produce that song. Are you aware? So human being is complex. Human being is complex. We are not just physical. So God has a way of revealing things to us. The same things that have to do with drugs is not an exception. Yes. So that's why I said that as early as human being started being in existence, pharmacy can also be taken as emerged as early as that time, even though they didn't call it what? Pharmacy, but they were using herbs and other materials of animal origin and other origins, natural origins, to do what? Cure what? To treat what? Illnesses. So they use material found in nature to treat what? Illnesses. So the earliest, the one that they could record as using natural material to cure illness was as early as around 50,000 BC. 50,000 BC. Around 50,000 BC. Very primitive healing practices using medicinal plants. Is that clear? As early as 50,000 BC. So with time, society started, developing other different therapeutic systems. So the one that was recorded again around 2000 BC, there's a document, a medical document called Kahun Papyrus. Kahun Papyrus from the ancient Egypt. So this one contains different prescriptions that are used for treatment of both human and what? Animals. You know, in pharmacy, in other professions, there's this statement that what is not documented is not done. History, is one that is what? Documented, right? Except those that have oral tradition. If you say, people tend to even believe the one that is documented more than the oral what? Tradition. Even though sometimes the one that documented may be lie, true of us, but people still believe in the one that is what? Documented more than the one that is what? Oral what? Tradition. Because the one that is oral tradition, some people may start adding hand and legs. True of us, they will add hand and what? Legs. And then before it gets to you now, it will change into something else that is not exactly the same thing. There's tendency of the objectivity may not be there as because some sentiments or subjective. It may be more subjective than what objective. But the one that is recorded over the years. Is that clear? Yes. Even if somebody changes it, the original one, somebody will see the original copy somewhere. True of us. And that's what is happening today. There are a lot of things. There are a lot of things going on. And some people say that we have seen the original version of the Bible. Why? Because something was documented. So we say this one now is fake. That they doctored it. Why? Because it was what? Documented. True of us? Yes. So this ancient Egypt, they have this medical document to call what? Kahun Papyrus as at 2000 BC. It has contained prescriptions written in their scriptic language for both human and what? Animal treatment. Then we have other ancient civilizations like China, India, and Babylon. They also made significant contribution to early what? Pharmacy through herbal medicines and empirical drug what? Preparation. In fact, if you go to the ancient what? Greece, physicians like Hippocrates. You know about Hippocratic oath, right? Okay, you don't know about Hippocratic oath, the oath you take in the medical profession after graduation. It's called what? Hippocratic what? Oath. So people like Hippocrates, they promoted a lot of things ranging from rational drug therapy and what have you. Then there is the documents we call the Materia Medica. The Materia Medica, the marketplace, the Materia Medica. This document contains a lot of hundreds of medicinal plants. The Materia Medica. The Materia Medica. It contains is a catalog then that contains a lot of medicinal plants that are used that are influenced, and this particular material influenced pharmacy practice till today. Have you done reference book? Have you done lectures on BDT 151? Have you studied lectures on BDT 151?
Yes.
Some said yes, some said
yes.
Yeah. What topic have you done there? Have you done reference books? Okay, you still do it. Reference book it's a book that contains it has a lot of information that has to do with drug, their formulation, and even some pharmaceutical procedures in compounding and what have you. Now, this De Materia Medica is the one that influenced most of these reference books, because this is a catalog of hundreds of medicinal plants. Is that clear? And what they do and what you can use them to do what? To treat. Have you not seen how everything is moving from era where it was not documented to the era of what? Documentation. Is that clear? Now, there's also this symbol. Who have seen this symbol before? Can you see the board? Who have seen this symbol before? Who has seen it now? Before, right? Yes. Everywhere you see pharmacy, you see this symbol. This is pharmacy symbol. This is official pharmacy symbol. It actually means it's called Recipere. Recipere. This marker is not markering. Reci what? Pere. Recipere. Originally, it came from the ancient Egypt. Is that clear? Ancient Egypt is a sign that denotes healing. Healing. In fact, you know, those times, any small thing, they would dedicate it to one god or the other, the deity of healing. Is that clear? Deity. Now, but over the time, they keep modifying, it keep changing until today. That's today now. Then in Egyptian, it represents eye of hope, eye of what? Wow. So tell us about it. Then you know, eye of Horus is something like this. If you look at it, it looks like R that is like this, that is placed like this, right? It looks like R that is what? Placed like this. So that's where this thing came from. If you twist it like this, it looks like R that is placed in a horizontal form. So that's where this symbol came from. Now, of course, now you know, from civilization, the world power at a point influenced a lot of things. After the era of Egypt, of course, you know that Greece conquered Egypt. If you know the history, right? When Alexander the Great, who knows history here? History of world civilization. When Alexander the Great came in, he conquered Egypt. A lot of Egyptian works and a lot of things were taken, and it influenced a lot of things concerning Egypt. Not today that Islam has taken over. Sorry, I mean Arabs have taken over. You know, there was a time Greece took over. Greece Roman before what is it called? Arabs. Now, during that time now, so Greeks, of course, during the type of during the Roman time, that's where this name came from, Recipere, because this is a Latin word, Recipere. If you break it down now, that in this era now, where we have another world power. Who are the world power now? US, and in a way, British too. Two of us in a way. Now here, this actually means recipe. Means what? Who know about this thing? What's the recipe? Food. Someone said that recipe is food. Someone said that recipe is food. What is recipe in English? What does it mean? If I ask you now, please, and give me if you make a cake now, please give me the recipe for this your cake. What does it mean? All the ingredient. Is it the ingredient? Is it the ingredient alone? Huh? God bless you. The ingredient and the what? Procedure. Is that clear? Is that clear? So now it actually means what? Recipe. Is that clear? Now bringing it down, this means, you know, those days production drug formulation were mostly extemporaneous compounding. Have you heard the term extemporaneous compounding? Yes, extemporaneous compounding. As it is hot, a patient comes in, they find out what the patient needs. The medical, the medicine out, drug that take care of the patient, they get the active ingredient, get the excipient, compound it there, and do what? Dispense to what? The patient. Is that clear? And that's the most of the things. That's what we're doing when you start your practical in your second year. Extemporaneous what? Compounding. Is that clear? Now, this was how medicines were being compounded until the industrial evolution, where you now start having good manufacturing in the industry, formulation in large quantity, where you now get and store and keep in your shelf. Those times, no, you don't do and keep in your shelf. When a patient comes, you compound and do what? Dispense the medicine to what? The patient. Now, those days, this recipe now contains all the list of ingredients that will be needed for what? Formulation, and how to do what? Formulate them. Is that clear? Now, presently, it has been shortened to mean take what? Take down. So now you see it before every prescription. Once the physician write the prescription, you see something like this. Is that clear? Meaning he's telling the pharmacist, take down this ingredient, formulate it, or if it is extemporaneous compounding, if it is prefabricated is the one they are already manufactured and they packaged and they distributed to different outlets. That one is prefabricated. If it is prefabricated, that means you are just giving the tablet, capsule, blah blah blah, how many times a day, take that tablet, blah blah blah. But if it is compounding, direction and what the formula to use and what will be in the what prescription. If it is an official, have you done official compounding and one that is not? Okay, sorry. When did this semester start? Sorry. When did you start lectures? 2 weeks. 3 weeks ago. You will still do them, okay? You will. When is the exam coming up? Okay, we are in October. Okay, let's see how it goes. You will still do all those things. Is that clear? Maybe by then what I'm saying will make more sense. But I'll try as much as possible to go a step deep, so you appreciate what I'm saying. So now this symbol in those days denotes healing and what? Protection. It denotes what? Healing and what? Protection. You know, before the era of Christianity, everything is belong to one deity or the other. There is a God of healing. True of us, God of everything has its own God. Is that clear? It was actually dedicated to the God of what? Healing. Now, let's look at pharmacy, development of pharmacy as a profession. Remember I told you pharmacy has been there, but it was not just there as what? Pharmacy. So it was just there as a way people take care of their health. Is that clear? Even in fact, every family has their own garden where they go and pluck one another to either soak it or grind it or whatever, extract the drug, the component there, and take care of themselves. But if it becomes something so serious, they will not go to those that are gifted in that line. If it becomes so serious, if it's just a minor minor treatment like fever or injury, minor, they can take care of themselves by going to their garden or their farm backyard and pick one or two herbs and but if it becomes something serious, they don't start going to their what, to their, if it is in Igbo land, they go to their dibia. Yoruba land, they go to their what, baba, yeah, you know. But our issue there is that, you know, those days now, when these ancient own Greeks are doing their own, we are also in Nigeria doing our own. Although of course those days it was not in Nigeria, right? We will still look at pharmacy in Nigeria, but let's just finish other side. Now development of pharmacy as a profession. The development of pharmacy as a profession. Now, during the Middle Ages now, that's when pharmacy started taking shape. All those things that they were doing, they started taking shape as a what? Profession. That people can now, you know, go and study it. Is that clear? Yes. Even though it was not organized as it is now. Then those days, there were people that were responsible for compounding and dispensing medicinal preparation. Those people that are responsible for compounding and dispensing medicinal preparation, they are called apothecaries. They are called apothecaries. Apothecaries. Is this apothecaries that evolved to the people we call what? Pharmacists today. Is that clear? Pharmacists today. Is this apothecaries? We go through the evolution from time to time. You see how everything now came up. Is that clear? Now, those what they are in charge, involved in what? They are involved in what? Compounding and what? Dispensing medicinal preparation. Remember I told you those days it was purely natural. It's not true. Natural things around them, herbs, some came from animal origin anyway, but majority came from where? Herbs. Now, are we together? Now, it got to a point. Then there are people also known as the grocers. Grocers. You know, there's a thin line between most of the herbs. Some of the herbs used for treatment of one disease or the other are also used as food. True of us? Are you aware? Yes. The bitter leaf you use, you put in your you go and do that and remove everything. Hey, may God have mercy on us. The bitter leaf, they will tell you, go and pluck bitter leaf. You go and pluck bitter leaf. They tell you to do what? To do what? You go and remove everything from it and leave only the chaff. Those that cook bitter leaf soup, what do? You remove everything in the other leaves. True of us, that bitter thing you remove, that's where the medicine lies. Yes, that bitter thing you remove and pour away. That's where the medicine is. That's where the drug is. That's where the active ingredient is. Today, people package bitter leaf and send outside the country, and they use it to prepare capsule for diabetic patient. Today. But you want to eat bitter leaf. You see it, you are playing with it. You press it, remove all the liquid and pour away. And now use the chaff and put in your soup and say you are eating soup. The lot of things we do like that. There are some pills, even yam pills, even plantain pills you throw away. It's medicinal. Are you aware? What am I saying? There's a thin line between there's a thin line between food, what we see as normal food, and what you see as the medicinal aspect of it. So grocers and the apothecaries, they were together, but our apothecaries were more organized. They are more focused on medicine, while grocers are more focused on the food aspect of it. So it got to a point, it got to a point, even the grocers, the apothecaries started looking for a way to separate themselves from where? From the grocers. In fact, this was happening around 17th century. It got to a point, the apothecaries actually moved for them to be given for charter, for them to be on their own, but the grocers fought against it. This happened at a point, it got to a point around 1617. The charter was given by King James I of England for apothecaries to go their own way, and the grocers go their own way. But it didn't happen immediately. The grocers fought for it until around 19th century, after 200 years, before it was finally confirmed that apothecaries will now be on their own and the grocers be on their own. So now the apothecaries down line, the evolution from that line lead to what we have today as what? Pharmacy profession. Lead to what we have today as what? Pharmacy profession. So this separation happened so as to ensure professional standard and to be able to regulate the practice, the pharmacy practice, because this is not just food you eat now. It's about medicine. Am I completing? It's about medicine. It's about drugs, and drugs need to be properly. I thought I told somebody to boot this door for me. You are class 12, right? She resembled the class 12 I saw, her profile picture. Oh yeah, help me boot this door. So there is something else here. Latecomers. Come. Why did you come late? Huh? When did the rain start? Everything now will be pushed to the rain. When did the rain start? When did the rain start? Tell me. After 8. And you have 8 o'clock lecture. And rain started after 8. Are you supposed to be in class before 8? If you are in this class before 8, would rain have stopped you on the way? Students, answer me. Students, okay, you answered. Go and sit down. Are you with us? Okay. I saw the down that I thought he's the NSA students. I didn't see white. I saw blue up and down. You understand where we are coming from, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I saw this now, so I thought I wanted to ask her, are they doing PTP? All right, so let's continue. So this separation, actually, as I said before now, this separation laid the foundation for modern professional pharmacy. It laid the foundation. Apothecaries now stayed on their own, and from there, from apothecaries, we have druggists, chemists, till pharmacists. Is that clear? Now, as I said that the charter was given around 1650, 17th century, precisely 1617. But after the grocers did not let go without a fight. They fought for it. That for over 100 years plus, it was not confirmed until after 200 years or more. 100 and something years, almost 200 years, around 1815. Then the Apothecaries Act was enacted. Apothecaries Act of 1815 was enacted. So this Apothecaries Act is now confirmed and clearly defined the boundaries between pharmacy and other profession, even medicine itself. Are we together? Even what medicine? Are we together? Then around 1852, I'm looking at around 1852, another charter was given. Another charter was the Pharmaceutical Society of Great Britain was formed in 1852. Let me write it on the board. Sorry. Let me write some notable dates so we can follow it logically. I mentioned 16 what? Right? 18 what? No, before 1852. 1815. Then we have 1841. Sorry. 1843. Before 18 what? 52. Is that clear? This was when charter for separating what? What is it called? Apothecary from grocers was given. Then finally, the act was enacted in 1815, right? Now, sorry, Pharmaceutical Society of Great Britain was formed in 1841. Sorry, it was formed in 1841. This is when it was formed. 1841. Now, then under Jacob Bell, in fact, he became the leader under Jacob Bell. It was formed 1841. Sorry. Then, but the charter for Pharmacy Act now. Pharmacy Act, the charter was given around 1843, but it was enacted solely around 1852. So around 1852, the Pharmacy Act now confirmed the establishment of what? You know, anything you like now, if you form something, you may form something today and be doing it and just be doing it and be growing. But it may not be exactly when you formed it that an act will be given to support it. Like now, pharmacy, okay, they don't want, we will still come to Nigeria. Then, a quick question. Ask, feel free.
Around 1841, chapter was
okay, Pharmaceutical Society of Great Britain. Pharmaceutical Society of Great Britain. Is that clear? Or Britain? Is it Britain or Britain? Which one? Britain. Yeah? Is it Britain or Britain? Some say it's Britain. Is it Britain or Britain? All right, let's go. Now, so I say that the 1841, the Pharmaceutical Society of Great Britain was formed 1841 under the leadership of Jacob Bell. But the charter was granted. You cannot just sit down and two of us can come together and say, we need a society, we need an association that can help our profession. It may be a discussion between two professionals, so just like that too. And the discussion is true, and they contact others, so let's form it. They'll start having what? Meeting. That first day they have that conversation is nominous to that 1841 around that year. Is that clear? But the charter, charter was given to them around 1843. Now, but there was no act, at the legislative arm of the government. Every day they sit down, deliberate on one bill or the other. True of us, a bill has to be sent for a particular purpose. It will pass through several readings until it will finally approved. Is that clear? Now this charter was confirmed in the Pharmacy Act of 1852. So the charter for the establishment of the charter that was granted in 1843 for the establishment of Pharmaceutical Society of Great Britain was now confirmed in the Pharmacy Act of 1852. So all this took place under the leadership of who? Jacob Bell. We are discussing pharmacy evolution in the Great Britain. Hope you know that's what we are talking about now, because you know that everything in Nigeria that came to Nigeria from outside came from them first, right? In fact, they influenced most of the things we do today. True of us, for the language, for addressing, even our religion today. True of us, almost everything. They influence everything. Now, so this act actually reformed the pharmacy profession, both ranging from the education and licensing in the Great Britain. Are we together? Now let's look at what actually happened what happened in the United States. We cannot discuss all the different parts of the world. We just select those we can talk about. Remember, sometimes as it's happening here, it's happening in other parts of the world, countries or other parts of the world simultaneously. As these people are developing their own, Chinese are also developing their own. We cannot discuss all of them here. Is that clear? I just picked in summary, pick that of Britain, pick US, then before we now come to Nigeria and dwell in Nigeria's own. Is that clear? Now, basically, what happened in the United States? Actually, around in the 18th century, the first American pharmacy, was established around 1729 by Christopher Marshall. Christopher Marshall in Philadelphia. Christopher Marshall in where? Philadelphia. I said that the first pharmacy was established in 1729 by Christopher Marshall in Philadelphia. So from there now, this establishment led to the establishment of network of drugstores and the other pharmacies, leading up to standardizing their education, pharmacy education, and the professional regulation. Before now, pharmacy. Don't worry. When we enter Nigeria, then I will say what I want to say. But I want you to understand that as the more pharmacies are being established, the more they saw the need for regulation, because we are talking about drug now, which needs to be regulated. As it being distributed from one place to another, there's need for it to be properly regulated, and more laws are being enacted to be able to do regulate them. Yeah, are we together? That's why today now, even if now as at 2019, we are using 2004 Pharmacy Act in Nigeria. As at 2019, we are using 2004 Pharmacy Act. I don't know why I keep going to Nigeria. But let me just say it. I'm trying to use it to explain what I happened also in US. As of 2019, we are using Pharmacy Act. Pharmacy Act we are using were what? 2004. But around now we are using 2022. The current one now is Pharmacy Act 2022. And that one is even the one that abolished the name pharmacy. Before it was Pharmacist Council of Nigeria. Before the 2022 Act, it was the name of the council was Pharmacist. But now it's no longer Pharmacist Council. It's now what? Pharmacy Council of Nigeria. Have you now seen what Act can do? As the day goes by, there's need for more regulation or more new things to be done in an Act. You push for an act, bills will be submitted, and if it's approved, a new law will be what? Enacted, and it will have its own what? Name. Is that clear? Good. Now, so that's what happens in other part of the world. Then around 1852, American Pharmaceutical Association was founded. American Pharmaceutical Association was formed in 1852. Have you not seen now? As this one was taking place in US. American Pharmaceutical Association. Then it was. Are you there? Are we there? Now look up. I was about to say something before I was distracted. Watch as this was happening in US in 1852. Who can tell me what was happening in Britain in that same 1852? Welcome. Good. It was confirmed, right? That of Great Britain was what? Confirmed. But this one was happening in what? US at the same time, simultaneously. This one was happening in another country, and this one was happening in another country. I don't know what was happening in Nigeria then. Nothing. Are you sure? Are you sure nothing was happening? Why would you talk down on your country like that? You say nothing's happening. Something was happening here. We are doing our own too. Okay, now, so the association was formed to promote scientific advancement and ethics in pharmacy practice as at that time. Now, remember the shift. There's a shift. There was a shift from small scale. Of course, the first shift was from extemporaneous compounding, right, to small scale, which is also small scale production. But the major shift to industry happened around after the Second World War. After the Second World War, there was a paradigm shift from small scale compounding to industrial drug production. Around after the Second World War, there was a shift from small scale compounding. We are still doing small scale compounding in your lab when you start your practical. There was a shift from small scale, that is extemporaneous compounding, right, to industrial manufacturing. And this industrial manufacturing now saw the growth of pharmaceutical companies, and more scientific research, and more scientific research in drug discovery, That's where now the era of synthesis started coming up, because there's no way if we depend solely on the natural source of drug, with the rapid geometric increase in the world population, do you think those natural ones will be able to take care of the medicine need. Is it possible? Is it possible? Do you think it's possible that if we maintain only the natural alone, no synthetic, no semi-synthetic, natural alone, do you think the drug in circulation, medicine in circulation, will be able to meet the need of the people in today's world? I doubt too. I doubt. Even today, so some of you are shouting. Are you aware that not all the food you eat are natural? They may not be synthetic, but they may be modified for more years. Is that clear? For more. What I said natural is natural, but I mean that it's not that you take the seed, go to this and plant and grow. If that one they were doing, our forefathers were doing at that time, hunger will kill everybody. Am I competing? Yeah, because sometimes some of this seed, some of this we modify for greater yield, greater resistance to what? Pest. Yes. The same thing happens apart from what happens in the food industry, even in the what? Medicine, in the pharmaceutical world. Yes, I agree. You can never compare that with natural one, for sure. Is that clear? For sure. Because the natural one in terms of side effects, the side effect is minimal to compare with. What is even side effect? Do you know what side effect is? What is side effect? It's not necessarily reaction. Some side effect may not be necessarily adverse reaction per se. No. Side effect is not the negative side effect. There are some side effects that are positive. There are some that are negative anyway, but side effect is not necessarily negative. You know, when a drug enters your system, it changes some things in your body, right? So as it changes some physiological stuff in your body, it's doing something else in your system. So side effect is other things it's doing, other effect it has. Side cheek. You know side cheek now? Yes. Side cheek. So those cheek that's by the side doing other things for the man. Side cheek. Let me use what you know today to explain. That's why I'm using side cheek. You understand that one better? Bad people. Now, just listen. My own is for you to understand what I'm saying. Just think about side cheek. It's there doing something by the side. No, the drug you take may be doing other things in the body. Maybe what you want the drug to take is to cure headache, right? But you may be doing other things in your central nervous system that will make you to sleep. Am I communicating? So that is side effect. It's not what you want at that point in time. It's side effect. Am I communicating? In fact, some side effect of some drugs itself can be used. True of us. There are some drugs that they use their side effect for other things. True of us. So some of these drugs, there are some paracetamol that they add chlorphenamine inside. They will tell you, the actual work of the main purpose of chlorphenamine is not to make you sleep. True of us. But they discover that because it takes allergy, wonderful. That's the main thing. But it can make them to sleep, to rest. Okay, now let's add it. It's side effect. Am I communicating? Now some of these, but these ones in the plant, these ones that come from natural, from let's use plant now. That one that come from plant naturally. If you extract something from plant, if a plant extract is composed of a lot of active ingredients, not only one. A lot is loaded with a lot of active ingredients, doing different things. Am I communicating? And naturally, those ones that found themselves in a particular plant extract are complementary. If you take that plant, or if you take that, as they appear in that extract, their effects are complementary. If you take that extract, that one that is natural, it enters your system. That other side effect of the other one will be cushioned by other ingredient present in that extract. The other effect of the other ones in their system will be cushioned by the effect of the other ones in that extract. That's why it looks as if they have no side effects. But when you isolate it, those ones they produce the size, they have isolated a single active ingredient responsible for taking care of a particular illness. They have extracted it. They extracted and isolated it. It's now on its own. And they look at the formula and synthesize it on its own. So other side effect, any effect it will have, there is no other metabolites or active ingredient again that will cushion the effect. You feel it in your system. That's why it looks as if the one that is natural have lesser side effect than the one that is. This is not the topic we're discussing, but it's good I mention it. So you understand the shift. But there's need for that shift because natural alone cannot. Do you know how many people that are suffering from one thing or the other today? And so it cannot be able to not be if you say you can't even abolish synthetic one. It's not possible. People will die. Yes, they may not be that excellent, but at least it's saving people. But if you have access to natural one, but use not the one they carry in their head and be hawking, that is poison you are drinking. You don't know what you are drinking. It's not standardized though. I'm talking about there are serious companies that are into herbal medicine now. Even Fitson, there are pharmaceutical companies that are into herbal medicine. Natural one, they do it pharmaceutically. Follow the right procedure. Herbs, they do it pharmaceutically. If you have access to that one, wonderful. Not the one they will carry one woman that is that are not even wash his or her armpit well, and carry it on his head, very dirty and walking up, and you are drinking. When I even see health professionals drinking, I will be like, are you normal? Tomorrow you say you're having kidney issues, you don't know where it's coming from. Tomorrow you say you're having kidney issues, you don't know where it's coming from. Yes, maybe their great grandfather told them that this root, wonderful. But what procedure did they use to extract it? How hygienic is it? Their process. Do they even know how many milligrams of that active ingredient in that thing they give you to drink? They just say one shot. And you are drinking. Taking risk. Do you even know whether do you even know whether in that there's a potent drug in that thing that you don't even need to take more than a particular milligram? Do you know? You are drinking. And to show the highest level of ignorance, something that is when you drink it, how bitter it is, will not say how effective it is. Is bitter, is effective. Whereas you are killing your internal organs without knowing. Please, if you have been doing that, be delivered in this lecture. I am not against me, so I prefer herbal this thing. In fact, me, even as a pharmacist, I don't take drugs anyhow. Yes, before I take drug, it must be necessary. I have seen that it's necessary. that I take it. If I have headache today, now, the first thing I'll do is that I'll go and drink water first. After drinking water, if you see there, I'll go and sleep. If I wake up again, it's still there. I'll then go and take what? Paracetamol. Take it for the first day. Watch myself. Then if it continues, then I'll go and know what is wrong with me. Have you seen the steps? The steps. Not boom. Because I know what it is. Then even if I want to take it, I'll be sure of what I'm treating. Are we together? Very sure of what I'm treating, not just to be disturbing my internal organ, because these things are, especially the one that are not natural. These things are xenobiotics. They are what? Xenobiotics. Xenobiotics are things that are foreign to your body. They are not organic. Most of them are not organic. No, I mean bio. They are not biological. That's what I mean. They may be organic, but not what? Biological. Because from their system, if you say organic, if you say organic, we take towards being biological, is that being compatible with your system. If you take one from natural origin, from plant now, it will be more compatible to your system than the synthetic one. That's the point I'm making. Is that clear? So now, we just talk about the shift from where? Shift from where? From small scale production towards large scale industrial what? Production. Now let's briefly look at what happened in Nigeria. So pharmacy in Nigeria actually originated even before they came, even before our colonizers came, right? But they were not called pharmacies. They were called dibias. Dibia in Igbo language. Sorry, in Igbo language, in Igbo language, they are called what? Dibias, herbalists, right? Even though they were doing funny things anyway. Some people say that today, some people say we are backward because they brainwashed us, and even they didn't come. Yes, there's nothing in this life that doesn't have advantage and what? True of us. Good. So the most important thing is to utilize the what? Advantages, right? Then know how to handle the what? Disadvantages. True of us. You cannot do anything about it. Nothing in this life. It's not possible to be always at advantage. It's not possible. True of us. Now enjoy the advantage, maximize the advantage, and know how to handle the what? That's what life is all about. That is what we mean by being realistic with life. Now, yes, they came, and it's quite understandable. They came, but they brought some good things too, right? Yes, they brought some good things too. Yes, some say they siphon our natural resources, no problem. But at the same time, if they did not prevent you from developing yourself, am I communicating? Yeah, they don't prevent you from what? Developing yourself. If you go there and study, and learn things there, did they tie you down for and make you not to come down to Nigeria and see what you can impact here? So instead you see it as a japa, you disappear, you not come back again. So are they the one that force you? Did they force you? No. They did not force you. Am I communicating? Yeah, even if yes, our leaders, you say our leaders, blah 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 blah. If you are a leader and you want to develop this country, you can develop it. Am I communicating? Yes. So the point I'm trying to make is this. Those days, our forefathers were practicing all these things. It was actually working. But some of them merge it with one magic. Do look as if it's this is where they are working. This is you came for to be treated. Tell me what concerns mixing this herb and giving this person to go. Full tying red this thing and doing like this. What business do they have? No. Tell me what business they have. It was through scientific discovery and the research pharmacologically and pharmacognosy that we came to realize that there is a time of the day. If you want to go and pluck a leaf for medicine, there's a time of the day. You know photosynthesis now. Even your temple biology will tell you that the time of the day that the active ingredient or metabolite, whatever, will be of higher concentration in the leaves and some part of the plant you want to use. You should research that they will know that you target a particular time. If you are doing research now, you cannot just go to the bush or garden and pick leaf anytime you like. Target when there will be more of the what? Metabolite in the leaves. True of us. Some many in the night, but they'll tell you it's only in the night. They will now go and put something in the mouth, rub it. I'm doing what business? Or go and pluck that leaf. Today, people pluck the leaf and do research and discover this thing without tying everything. I believe that is that's the problem. And they were hiding when others were busy publishing their findings in different journals. Till today, you can access journals of 15 they published. If you die, new set of people will continue from where you stopped. And that's why they are ahead of us today. We are claiming African blah 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 blah. Those days, your forefathers were busy hiding it, saying it's their family, and they will die with it. Tell me what they published. Tell me. Today now, we had all these things. Today we are depending on them. We are our own problem. No, tell me. You are gifted to identifying the leaves that can cure one disease or the other. What is your problem? Why are you hiding it? Saying it's your family, yes, fine. God revealed it to you. The same thing God is doing here, God was also doing it to other parts of the world. Hope you know. Yes. Before this, I told you that God can reveal something to you. What He has already created, deposit in plant. You can sleep today if God chooses you. If God chooses you, He can reveal it to you even in your dream. And you wake up and go and pluck that leaf and do what you're asked to do, and the leaf, and discover that this thing can cure one disease or the other. The same way, most of this, you hear these scientists, some of them, these things were revealed to them when they were sleeping. But when they now discover it, they publish papers on that. Publish articles in journals on that, so that the others can see their work and improve on it. But here, at the same time, they were doing their own publishing works. We are here. You will not say it is colonizer. They have not come that time. So you will not say because they colonized us. No, they have not come. When did they even come? But we are here. The same thing God was doing for you, for us here, He was doing for them. But what did we do? We kept it balanced. We are the only family that will be able to do this thing. Nobody will do it. And when you die, no improvement. Because let's assume now, if you may see something and published, somebody may look at you. You read scientific method now, so someone may see that your work and go and start work. You may not, you may not be the original person that thing was revealed to, but you may have the gift of looking at that work and improving it and doing more work on it. And before you move from one generation to another generation, it will be improved. This aeroplane you see flying today was someone that conceived it. But if you told the person that by this time it will fly, he will say no. Over the years, had it been he hid it, today they have no aeroplane. He made it public. He made it from time to time. People started working on it and seeing the GSM you are seeing. In fact, what am I going to say? Before the advent of phone, I will not lie to you. Before the advent of phone, cell phone, me as a child, I have had that conception. No, just apart. See, it comes, but if you start thinking about it, start working, what can I do about it? That's how it comes. I had that question. Because I know that time we only have table this thing, this one at home. Is it possible for anywhere you are, you can be talking to anybody anywhere you are, seeing people anywhere? I had that. I'm telling you, 20 something years ago, as we are playing, it just occurred to me. Is it possible? It was like a question. Is it possible? But look at me. I am in a society where our forefathers did writing, kept working. By then, I would have been exposed to looking for how to make it happen. I just saw it as a player. I just forgot about that one. Even in this thing, I say you stay in the car now and be watching TV. You have the same concept. Is it possible to be in a car and be looking at and watching TV? It happened before then, no. But now it's happening. What am I saying? The point I'm making is this: discovery is not a day thing, and that's why we are backward. Nobody is keeping us backward. We keep ourselves backward. So if somebody is actually playing on us, the person have seen that we are not serious, that we don't even want to grow, he is now playing on our stupidity. But as for whether who is keeping us, we are keeping ourselves. Nobody is keeping us. Nobody. So before they came, our forefathers were actually healing themselves using what? Herbs. Traditionally, they were doing that. Traditionally, we have the herbalists, diviners, even midwives of those days, providing health remedies. They use locally sourced plants, minerals, and what? Animal products to cure themselves of different what? Ailment. Now, so Western pharmacy came in. You see now, when we were here hiding our own, they grew their own and carried it and came to our place. See, when we were busy hiding our own, they developed their own and came down here, and they brought their own here. In fact, we even left our own and followed their own. It's not recently that people started going back to the herbs now. Two of us. In fact, we left our own and coupled with what they mix and all those mixed up of things. You don't know whether you came to see the gods or whether you came to herbs. You don't know which is it herb they are doing or whatever they are doing. They mix it up. That even to today, if someone mention herbalist, you want to go to idolater. Even to today, if someone mention herbalist, the first place your mind will go is what? Idolatry. True or false? Yes. Someone can be a very good Christian and be a herbalist. Confirmed one, no. They're not the same thing. Herbs these are plants God created. They're entirely two different things, but they combine together. So the Western pharmacy practice of formal of the Western, most of the formal things we do here are Western, true of us, began when the European colonial masters came, right? So the influence of the colonial masters around late 19th century, so that's when they came with their own practice, and we left what we are doing because their own is more organized. True of us, they've worked on their own from remember I mentioned 1615. Okay, that's 1615. They were not idle. They were working on the two of us till they came to Nigeria with their own, and because their own is more organized, who will live where they go in the bush and be carrying what is it called, and be doing and people that are tush, organized, tie, neat, clean, everywhere clean, neat, organized. Who if we are in your forward, which one will you choose? You got about that is tush now, but you want to look like them. True of us, yes. Because they have developed their own. We think that our own, we think that it will work only where you are inside the bush. That what they believe. Only when you are inside the bush, that's when it will work. But science has proven that it's not true. True of us. Science has proven that it's not true. That's why I said even today, some native doctors, some non-native doctors, some not herbalists, some Dibia. God bless you. You know, those that are not Igbo will not understand. Dibia is not actually Dibia is actually someone that heals. So, are you aware? Dibia is actually a doctor. Yes, that's meaning. But if you say Dibia, people think that you are into idolatry. Yes. That is the real meaning of Dibia. But because of this nonsense, they mean nonsense. Sorry. Because that I believe is not nonsense. So someone's belief is not nonsense. Because of how they now put spiritual on that to it looks as if it's spiritual. No. It's what God has placed. Go and plug it or grind it and give people. So they will go. If you want to pray. If you want to do incantation, do the incantation. Don't mix it up. If you want to give help to people, you can pray privately to your God to see the God you are serving. Please heal my patient. Just as you, as a nurse, will sit down or a pharmacist will pray in the morning for the patients you will meet. True of us. Yes. And say, please, the patient I will meet, if I give them drug today, please cure them. You can do it privately. But if you come out, give them the drug, let them go home. That's the point I'm making. Don't mix it up. So they will not believe that if they don't follow you and do and jump around, they will not be cured. It's not true. Your belief is your belief. Keep it private. Pray to your God. Whatever deity you are serving, pray to their deity you are serving. But if you are giving medicine, give medicine to your patient. Let them go home. Not confusing them with your what? Belief. That whenever a Dibia is mentioned now, they will think it's all about what? Fetish things. No. In fact, that even made Christians of those days run away from anything. Anything herbal. If you mention Dibia, you are in trouble. Ask people.
I did that. Herbalist. It's better than what we are doing here.
Herbalist is better than.
Yes.
See, hello. See. The herbalists you are meeting, what do they know about human body? Do they even know where your kidney is?
Some of them.
No what? What do they know about human system? They know nothing. Sorry about that, but it's a fact.
Okay, is it possible for somebody to learn about it and still
Hello. Listen. Can you hear me? If you are here to learn what you should learn as a pharmacy technician, and if you have access to learn herbal medicine, in fact, some universities now are doing herbal medicine as a course. Yes, some are doing herbal medicine, herbal and traditional medicine. In fact, what am I saying? In pharmacy, we have a department department of pharmacognosy and herbal medicine. Is there for ages. So if you, after training, you want to learn something about, it's a good thing. It will help you in your practice. It's good. In fact, it will even help you to practice it well. It's not bad. But you cannot go and start saying that you are treating people without knowing anything about human system. It's a problem. It's a time bomb. True of us, it is. It's not good at all. Okay, so the first documented pharmacy shop in Nigeria was established by Richard Zacchaeus Bailey. In Lagos, 1887. The first pharmacy was established in 1887 by Richard Zacchaeus Bailey in Lagos. So from there now, pharmacy now started evolving, and we started having expansion into hospitals.
So what's it?
1887, Richard Zacchaeus Bailey in Lagos, 1887. Then in 1925, the Yaba School of Pharmacy was founded. 1925, Yaba School of Pharmacy was founded. In fact, that Yaba now, the Yaba you know. Yaba School of Pharmacy was, so that was the first institution that formally trained pharmacists in Nigeria. So as this was happening in Lagos, there was also expansion in another part of the world country. Is that clear? As this was going on, there was also expansion in other parts of the world country, both in the eastern part, the southern part, and the midwestern part, and what have you. So in 1944. In 1944, multinational companies started entering Nigeria. They started with importation of what? Prefabricated what? Drugs. Prefabricated products. Prefabricated drug products from the Western world. In 1944 was May and Becker. You know you have May and Becker and M&B. You know today. You know your M&B paracetamol. So May and Becker around 1944, but they started with importation anyway. They have not started manufacturing. They started with what? Importation. Then Pfizer entered in 1954. Pfizer entered in 1954. So they started with importation. So with time, Pfizer in 1954. So with time now, they now most started presently now America now manufactures locally. Are you aware? Are you aware? Yes, America now manufactures what? Locally. Why Pfizer? Pfizer in Nigeria changed to Nemet. Yeah, you know, that's why today, if you see Nemet, if you're not careful, you think that it's Pfizer because of they share almost the same packaging and everything. Pfizer transformed to what? Nemet. N-E. Nemet today manufactures locally, true of us. So this had happened with other companies. So as at 1960, we had about 150 community pharmacies. 1960, around 150 community pharmacies, and we have around 542 registered pharmacists. I say around 1950, around 1960. Around 1960, we had about 150 community pharmacies. You know what community pharmacy is, right? The pharmacy you see on the streets, right? Yes. And about 542 registered pharmacists. 42 registered pharmacists. Around 1950. Why do I always cost 50? Around 1960, we have about what? 500 what? 542 registered pharmacists. When I got registered as a pharmacist, in 2011. That was when I got registered as a what? Pharmacist. Then my number was around 16,000. So I'm the 16,601 pharmacist in Nigeria. See the gap. 1960 to 2011. Because our number, even your number self has to do with your number in the register. Is that clear? That's the meaning. Your registration number as a pharmacy technician now is your number in the pharmacy technician's what? Register in PCN. Is that clear? So if your number is 1,000, that means you are the 1,000th what? Pharmacy technician in Nigeria. That's the meaning. So when I got registered as 2011, I was 16,601 pharmacists in Nigeria. So you see the gap. Now there are many of them now. Or many of us.
So for this one is higher than that, 542, and they're 1,660.
1,000.
You said 1,660, your number. Okay, that's
Someone here need spectacle.
I understand that, sir. You said one.
You don't understand this, right? 16,000. Yeah, human being, 16,000 in number. That's the meaning. Here is 542 alone. Are we together? So now, let's look at the pioneers of pharmacy. Let's look at some of the pioneers of pharmacy in Nigeria. We just mention them, one or two, then we move. We just mention one or two, then we move. Details is in your course material, okay? I'm just laying foundation, okay? So that when you study, you understand it. Are we together? So, The person I mentioned, Richard Zacchaeus Belly, right, was the first person to open pharmacy in Nigeria. When? 18 what? Good. 85. This near student wrote 1885 here. Very, very near student. I said what? 1887. Then Emmanuel Cockrick. I may not spell it, pronounce it the way it is, so I am a Nigerian. See it here. Anyhow you want to pronounce it. It's C-A-U-L-C-R-I-C-K. He was the first Nigerian to be registered as a pharmacist. So, number one Nigerian pharmacist in 1902. Was the first Nigerian to register as a pharmacist in 1902. Yeah?
You see, who was the last?
Is it what?
Who was the last pharmacist?
Last pharmacist. Okay. Sorry. Okay, no, your question is not as at now. That's what I don't know, because recession may be recession. So if you want to know the last, if you want to know the last registered pharmacist in Nigeria as at today, trace the last school that did their induction. The last pharmacy school that did their induction in Nigeria. Then if you trace that school, then you trace the register of that school. The last person in the list of that school is the last one. Or if you have access to PCN register, you see it there. So either of these two ways, you will find out the last registered pharmacist in Nigeria. So the first president of PSN, PSN is TKE Phillips. TKE Phillips. That's the first president of what? PSN. PSN means we'll still discuss regulatory bodies. Then I'll go deep into PSN. Is that clear? PSN means Pharmaceutical Society of Nigeria.
I did the same thing as PCN.
No, PCN is Pharmacy Council of Nigeria. We'll still discuss these things as a topic, okay? Yes. Don't worry. We'll get there.
So you said the first president of PCN is who?
TKE Phillips. See it here. Huh? Yeah. 1925. You see it in your material. Don't worry. See it. PSN now. I said PSN. You know, there are some information I don't to explain again. I'm not complicated. What I discuss here is what I need to explain to you. There are some things you can see in your material and you are good to go. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes. This lecture is not meant for me to come and be dictating what is in your course material. It's for me to explain things you don't understand. Concept you don't understand. That's why we cannot discuss it. That's why the lecture period is 1 hour, 2 hours. So you can discuss some things. There's some information that you can easily look at the material and do what? Study them and know them. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes. But there are some things I need to explain to you. That's why I'm here. Am I communicating? Good. So the first professor of clinical pharmacy in West Africa, the first professor of clinical pharmacy in West Africa, Professor C.N. Agowa. Professor C.N. Agowa. Agowa, that the first clinical professor, first professor of clinical pharmacy. The first professor of clinical pharmacy in West Africa, and the first clinical pharmacist in Nigeria. He was my lecturer in UNN. So I was privileged. I was privileged to be under his tutelage. The man is loaded.
West Africa in where?
Where? In the world. The man is loaded. I was privileged to be under him. The man is loaded. You know, when you are under people with academic authority, you will feel it. And when you are done with them, when they are done with you and you move out, others will feel it too. Yes, I'm proud to say that I met him, and I'm happy I did. So these are men that made history. You cannot talk of history, pharmacy, without mentioning him. So what history are you making today? Or is it to come on TikTok and be one year bomb up and down? Or to looking for who to hack his system. What history are you making? Ask yourself that question. Ask yourself that question. Me, I'm making my own history. I'm making my own history. Take it or leave it. I am making my own history in my own little way. At least if you Google my name, something must pop up. How many times would I tell you my name? Are you not in my WhatsApp group?
Okay, you're the one of that.
Okay, I'm the one of that. You see, late comer. You don't even know the lecturer he's just in because he came late. What's your name? Success late comer. See my name here. Okay. Any question? Any question? Because we are about to round up this class. Any question? So let's summarize. Let's end up before we go. I know. So, pharmacy practice, pharmacy education. You know, I aware that what we are doing here is pharmacy education. Yes, pharmacy education. Even though, yes, pharmacy technician training is pharmacy education. Pharmacist training is what? Pharmacy what? Education. So, pharmacy education started from, it has 5 stages. Pharmacy education in Nigeria has 5 stages. That's where we end this class. 5 stages. The first stage is apprenticeship era. Apprenticeship era took place around 1887 to 1923. Apprenticeship era. Don't know what is apprenticeship? No, they're discussing now. That's the problem. If you're discussing, you cannot hear me. Apprenticeship era took place around 1887 to 1923. This one was more of what? Informal training. Informal what? Just like some of you go to one hospital, say that you are training, you are doing nursing training. It's apprenticeship you are doing. Informal. So then they were doing informal training under, listen carefully, under doctors and dispensers, informal training that time. So that took place around 1887 to 1923. The serious ones are just listening. The other ones are making noise. Continue making noise. Then the next era was school training. School training era started from 1925. The proper school training era started from 1925. Here now we have the developed formal curriculum. Curriculum was developed at Yaba School of Pharmacy. That's from 1925. Then the next stage took place 1927 to 1972.
School training there.
Took place 1927. If you are wait for me, excuse me, stop asking me notes. Just listen to what I'm saying. I said from 1927 to 1972, that was the era of chemists and the druggists. Chemists and what? The druggists. It was the diploma era. Diploma era. That was where we have British style diploma. British style what? Diploma. So that was in fact those people are what continue today as pharmacy what technician. The druggist and the chemist and druggist continue today as what pharmacy technician. But those that want to improve, move on and acquire the degree and continue as what pharmacists of today. Is that clear? That's why we have two arms now. We have pharmacy technicians and what pharmacists. In fact, now the diploma is now confirmed by MBT that with time now proper diploma will be what will be offered now in few months to come safe. Now we have the bachelor. This thing is evolution. As at that 1927 to 1972, the highest level was what? Diploma. But the degree, bachelor degree came up from basically actually there was a mix up. Around 1963, bachelor degree came up anyway, but we have two arms now. So we're offering bachelor degree, so we're offering what? Diploma. I'm done. So we're offering diploma. Why are you laughing now? Listen, I'm done. Just listen before I go. I don't want to go back to this topic next time. Just listen. So I'm offering the diploma, so we're offering what? Bachelor's degree directly. University started offering bachelor degree. Some schools we are still offering what? Diploma. Those that had diploma that still want to convert to degree, we are converting. Those that don't want to continue, I'm off. Those that don't want to continue with bachelor degree, continue with their what? Practicing with their what? Diploma level. Exactly as the druggist and chemist. Then those that want to converted and continue with what? Pharmacy. Then some people get direct admission into what? Pharmacy straight, just as we have today. So this era will span from 1963 to 2015. This era span from 1963 to what? 2015. That was Bachelor of Pharmacy. As at 1963 to 2015, the highest qualification was what? Bachelor of Pharmacy. But from 2016, Doctor of Pharmacy came up. From D started in 2016. Even till today, those that have Bachelor of Pharmacy, some are converting to what? Do conversion program to what? From D. But some schools today in Nigeria are offering from D straight. The first university that started this school of from D program was Uniben. Uniben was the first school in Nigeria that started what? From D program in Nigeria. Uniben, University of what? Benin, 2016. So since then we now have bachelor from D. Even today, a lot of schools are now offering from D straight. UNN, Unizik, that is NAU, Uniben, and some other private universities are offering what? From D. Are we together? So that's where we are now. Any question? All right. Thank you very much for spending all of your life with me. See you next week. God bless you.